And now back to our commentator at ringside, Tom Miller, who is ready to introduce our next exciting match between Charlie Brown and the great Kabuki. It's great to see the Peanuts comic stable here tonight. I wonder which member will be Charlie Brown's manager. Lucy, Linus, Peppermint, Patty, or maybe even Snoopy. This match is a loser leaves town showdown with the NWA Television Championship on the line for the great Kabuki, as well as Charlie Brown's mask. There are serious consequences for whichever competitor loses, including being banned from the NWA. So all in all, it's a high-stakes match in plain English. And the action begins with Kabuki wasting no time in blowing his signature green mist. It seems like I am interested in discussing Charlie Brown's background, referring to him as Downtown Charlie Brown. However, I have my reservations about opening that door, as Charlie Brown seems to be determined and focused. Kabuki counters Brown's chair attack by using the ring post against him. I comment on the unexpected agility of Brown, showing off some impressive moves. Brown finds himself in a new set of problems as Gary Hart sneaks in to help his protege. It's an incredible moment as Hart nonchalantly places Kabuki's foot on the rope, tapping the referee's shoulder as if to say, "Did you see that?" He really thinks highly of himself, but the fans aren't fooled by his antics. Charlie Brown takes advantage of a momentary distraction and applies a sleeper hold on Kabuki, bringing him down to the mat. I educate everyone on the origins of the sleeper hold, mentioning its connection to the Orient and its effects on the carotid artery. However, it's important to note that this move is actually considered illegal due to the immense pressure it applies. Meanwhile, Gary Hart continues to interfere by manipulating Kabuki's foot on the ropes. Brown manages to rally and fight back, but Kabuki strikes back with a powerful kick. Brown resists Kabuki's attempt to remove his mask and instead goes for a pin. I inform everyone that if Kabuki loses the TV title tonight, it could result in a significant financial loss for Gary Hart. Despite the odds, Charlie Brown emerges victorious, defeating the great Kabuki in this title versus mask match at Starrcade '83. The outcome of this match has shifted the balance in favor of the babyfaces, leaving Gary Hart in disbelief. Kabuki, a Japanese wrestler, achieved significant success in all Japan and various NWA territories during his career. His impact was so notable in Jim Crockett Promotions that they attributed the great Mu T as the great Kabuki's son, given that Kabuki was the original wrestler to utilize the mist technique. Kabuki's popularity was at its peak in the United States, and he continued to garner attention during his time in world-class championship wrestling shortly afterwards. On the other hand, Charlie Brown, who was actually Jimmy Valiant disguised under a mask, attempted to conceal his true identity. However, it was an open secret due to his unmistakable beard. Despite the lack of mystery surrounding his alter ego, Brown confidently employed his signature Boogie Woogie Man dance, delighting the audience. Surprisingly, throughout the course of the match, Brown dominated, displaying his prowess both inside and outside the ring. His entertaining dance moves only added another dimension to his control over the bout. It became evident that Brown's finishing move was the sleeper, as he consistently resorted to it whenever the opportunity arose. In contrast, Kabuki seemed to excessively rely on his signature claw hold, subjecting Brown to what felt like an eternity of torment. A glimmer of excitement arose when Brown initiated a comeback, yet my hopes for an entertaining match were shattered as he found himself trapped once again in Kabuki's claw hold. The match concluded on a disappointing note as Kabuki's attempt at a movie went awry, giving Brown the chance to evade and swiftly strike him with a rather lackluster elbow for the victory. It was an underwhelming end, leaving little to be remembered or enjoyed.